But I think the painful parts of that correction are mostly self-inflicted. And so, for example, if God gives a warning and then you disobey the warning and then you get hurt, you might think that the hurt is him punishing you.
Yeah.
When in fact, no, the hurt is the consequences he was trying to avert. So in the new book, I talk about my mom saying, look at Bradley, don't touch the red hot stove. Well, she says, don't touch the stove because it will burn your hands.
Yeah.
So I decide on my own, just like in the Garden of Eden, well, wait a minute, I'm going to reason this out. She probably just meant when the elements were red. And now the elements aren't red, so they're not hot. And so I can touch it and it won't burn me. So I touch it and it totally burns me. What do I do first? I go and I hide. Why would I hide? At least as that child, I didn't think my mom burnt me.
Right.
Whereas some adult Christians actually still think that about God. But that initial shame of my disobedience caused me to hide for fear of punishment, when in fact what I found out was when she finally found me, she completely loved on me, and she put my hand under cold water and brought relief, and you know, and so I got to see a lot about who she was, even through my disobedience and through my stumble. And I got to understand, I got to infer that my mom's not a punisher. She really cares about me, and that the harm that I experience when I defy her warnings is not inflicted by her, it's inflicted by my defiance. And I just think that opens up into the whole of the scripture. So then, so we see how what gets crassly called the wrath of God is really, it ends up being a metaphor for him giving you the dignity of defying him and experiencing your own consequences. Because what else is he supposed to do? Strap you to a gurney? You know, like, so it's so funny to me that people get angry at God when they've defied him, and then they experience the consequences of what he warned them about in loving care. Anyway, that I suppose I shouldn't belittle that, because it's just natural to us, but we're going to have to learn a better way. Certainly we'll all stumble into that, but we shouldn't be teaching it, you know, that he's this punisher who needs some kind of appeasement whenever we've offended him. That's pagan, with apologies to the pagans, because I don't even know if they believe that anymore.